Hello, hola, welcome back to Color and Canvas. Today we are going to be doing a straight pour. And I have a lot of beautiful metallic paints that I'm using. So let's just get started and I'll tell you about it as we go. The paints that I'm using are DecoArt Extreme Sheen. I have pink tourmaline, ruby, white pearl, sapphire, aquamarine, sky blue topaz. Is that aqua? This is a full one. I have an extra bottle. And 24 karat gold. And you can see a green over here. The green is, I just mixed some yellow and gold together with some blue and made this really, really, really pretty green because I didn't have any green metallic. So I love those. The yellow, which I did not discuss, this is some primary yellow paint, some 24 karat gold, and some cadmium yellow that I mixed together. And all of these paints are mixed with Fluidarts and water. Approximately 1 part paint, 2 parts Fluidarts, and 1/2 to 1 part water. And I say that because they are not all the exact same consistency coming out of the bottle, and certainly not this one that I mixed with other paint. But they are the same consistency when they are mixed. And going to go into our cup. And you can see it just leaves a mound for just a second. It dissipates very quickly. They're quite thin. And that's the way we want them for this pour. My base coat is some white that I have mixed up. I mix up in big batches, like a couple of liters at a time. This is Montmartre white, and I mixed it with a pouring medium blend, not just Fluidarts. The blend is 50% Fluidarts, 30% Gluol, and 20% water. And that's what I've mixed that with. And then I put in a few drops of the blue and a few drops of the green, a few drops of the gold, just to give it a little bit of shine so it's not completely flat. And that's what we're using. So I'm going to put down our base coat and then I'm going to fill our cup. So I'm going to just move it over here and get the base coat put down. And I will do that before I pour the paints. That's ready, and we will fill our cup. Just move that over so that you can see. I'm going to put it down in that little bottle. And here we go. I think I will put a little bit of this blue in the bottom, just to pour into. Now all of these paints are being poured from up high, and we want them all to blend together in the cup. Whee! I love doing this part. Put in some of our green. I only had a tiny bit of pink left in my cup, or sorry, in the bottle, so I did not mix very much of it. Put in a little bit more, and I think we'll do this color. All right, let me move these cups aside. Should I put in one more drop of gold? Let's do that. Okay, I'll move these aside and we will get pouring. I appreciate all you guys who pour in small areas. I'm used to having more space. I cannot wait until I have a studio again. But right now I've got to pour, so we're doing it where we can. On my little folding table. Okay. This move back. And here we go. We're going to pour from that direction this way. Here we go. And here we have it. Look how pretty the cup looks. That green has really taken over. That's interesting. Look at all the bubbles. I'm going to torch this several times just to get rid of all of those air bubbles because they're massive. There's tons of them. It's funny that that one is not busting. Bye-bye bubble. There we go. But there's some really, really pretty looking stuff here. Actually, that's gorgeous, but that's going to pour off. Probably. But look at the beautiful gold coming up. The 24 karat gold always makes gorgeous cells. And some with the red, not too much with the blues, a little bit over here with the sky blue topaz. But I'm just going to let it sit for a moment and let all of these cells come up and let it develop. I'm going to turn it. Why am I turning it? Because I just could tell that my table isn't level. As you can see, it's starting to pour off one side, and I don't want it to do any of that until I'm ready for that to happen. So we'll just try and balance it a bit. It's interesting. That's like a snake eye. All right, let's pour. Let's pour. Let's tilt. We poured. Now we're tilting. Let's just get it moving first. And I'm actually going to pour off this corner first. Let that go. Those cells have disintegrated. Paint might have been too thin. I might have put too much water in. I wanted to try it thinner, and that wasn't great. Yeah, look, we just have a bunch of zigzags now. That's not good. So I'm going to put that down. And I'm going to make another cup, and we're going to pour again, but I'm going to add a bit of paint to each of them to thicken them up first. So I've put just a bit of paint into each cup. Change the consistency just a little bit in there. And we're going to try again. use the same cup. You can see that the paints are thicker than they were before. There's going to be less, so it'll be interesting when we pour to see if we have enough, but I think we will. We have no pink. I ran out, so there will be no pink in this one. But we have that beautiful, beautiful red. I'll do the dark blue last. Or second last, rather. Let's put in more pink, or red rather, because we have it. Let's just get a bit more volume going in that cup. And our gold. Here we go. Let's pour. Yes. I like it so much better. That tiny little bit of paint made all the difference to that. So this is our lesson, paint consistency. While I was mixing the paint, I had really forgotten, because I hadn't done this kind of pour in a long time, I had forgotten it should be 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol, half a part of water. I put in way too much water, and you saw the result of the first pour. I mean, nothing stayed together, the cells fell apart, everything was a disaster, and look how gorgeous this is. So paint consistency, let's not forget. I'm going to wait a moment on this, because wow, there's some gorgeous things coming up. I just want to let those cells develop and do their thing. I'm going to get rid of my little cups in the meantime and clean up while I wait. I wipe everything down. I'm reusing everything I can. Okay. Let's tilt. Ooh. Come on. Wow. Let's just pour. Whee! There we go. Corner 1. 1 down. 3 to go. I normally will pour off the end of the cup, but I like the blue there, and I didn't want to. So let's just pour there. Get that little bit off. These cells fell apart too. Makes me wonder where we've gone wrong. Let's just wait on it. I can see a few little cells coming up that actually look quite pretty. I don't love this. This is looking a little bit muddy to me. This part looks so much nicer. So let's do it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to drop it. My gloves are so slippery. But let's pour off some of this yellow corner because there's too much. We'll leave a bit. You can see there's a huge lake because when you pour twice, that's what happens. But now I like it better. It's a much nicer composition with that less yellow. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm not going to pick it up again. You know what I'm going to do? I know how it should go. I'm going to show it to you at the end of the video when it's dry, because I don't want to handle this painting any more than is necessary. I want it to dry really, really well, and I don't want any more smudges on the edges moving it around just for the camera. So, but look, there's more cells coming up. Maybe we'll just wait a moment and see what else happens. I really love those. These huge blue cells are gorgeous. All right, I think it's pretty much done. If there's any more cells, you're going to see it in a minute at the end of the video with the dry painting. So anyways, thanks for watching. Remember, paint consistency. Don't mess it up or you're going to have to pour twice. Anyways, thanks again for joining me. We always appreciate it. Hope that you got inspired to pour some beautiful colors and create something for yourself. So go make some art, have some fun, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.